Hello everybody, welcome to part 2. I went on a rant, so I split the video in half. Hope you enjoy. But now I'm going to talk about the indies hate, and this is very interesting. Because at first I thought this was just indies complaining. But when I looked into it more, it's actually a lot. It's very in-depth. There's a lot of things that I could list out here, but I'm not going to just quite. Because it's just that it could be its own episode, honestly, or show, or whatever these are. But a couple things I wanted to point out was indies have to, or any publisher has, or game, they have to pay $25,000 to put their game on like the front page of the PlayStation Store, and I thought that was kind of extreme, especially for smaller studios. Like that's never gonna work for them. And then two, I think even if you do that, you continue to pay. You have to pay PlayStation, and it's like what? I have to continue to pay PlayStation more after I think I don't know if it's clicks or what. It's like 30% take, and I think that's just the natural way of things on PlayStation. So you're paying them up front and you're paying them as you go, and it just seems kind of weird. I would hope there'd be a better way of doing it, probably less money for sure, but maybe like as the game grows, it takes on like a certain percentage, like a variable stuff and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not a business major, I'm not a businessman. I'm sure there's other people with better ideas out there, but it just seems like Sony should have a better solution to get indies up there. I mean, I'm personally not a huge indie guy, but I like an indie here or there. Abzu, Journey, Rezugun, there's a couple others that I'm blanking on right now, but I have an appreciation for indies, and it's frustrating to know there's some I'll never hear of just because of the way Sony advertises things. One of the best ways I get indies is actually from the Discord and the community I'm a part of. Otherwise, I wouldn't hear of any of these indies. Like a Brother's Two Tails, Brothers a Son of Two Tails, or something like that. Sons of Two Tails. Anyways, you get my gist. That was an amazing game, but I would never have found that game if I wasn't in this community that just happened to talk about indies. So I think this is the bigger deal than I originally thought, and I just kind of wanted to bring that up. The last thing I wanted to talk about, I wasn't going to originally put the state of play here, but it's kind of been overrun. I don't really know enough about these games to go over them, so I'm not going to do them non-justice, but a couple things I wanted to talk about real quick, actually. PS Now, get your games. Plague Tale is honestly the only real good one in my opinion, but just a reminder to get those. I'm not going to be the whole mystic thing and show you and whatnot, but just, reminder, just in case you forgot, because I actually forgot, and thought that'd be a good idea to put in this. But PS Now is one I is really interesting this month too. Red Dead and God of War and Neo 2. That's very interesting. I'm glad they're focusing more on PS Now. I actually owned PS Now for quite a while. I just unsubscribed just because I wasn't using it, so there's no point. But I usually subscribe for a little bit and then unsubscribe when I'm done. And it's actually a really good service, and I wish it would come to more countries. I know there's a lot of people I know in my community that doesn't have it. But anyways, what I really wanted to get to was the worry for PlayStation and what it's going to do in the future. I probably could make this its own video, but I might put a little teaser here and then maybe make a video later down the line about it. But I really just want to discuss how PlayStation is going to match up in the long run with everybody. Because right now it's fine. I mean, honestly, PlayStation's ahead of they're doing just fine, but it is concerning to see this kind of war that's going on with studios and producing games at a rapid rate. I don't know where I got Cause from. I think I was playing Just Cause the other day, so maybe that's why. But anyways, I do want to discuss their ability to put out games quick enough like other platforms do. I mean, Xbox, as much as their games are not as high quality, they do have the promise of having a game every quarter. We'll see if that pans out. I mean, I'm going to sidebar real quick, but how do you have a launch date for Starfield 18 months away and not Halo this fall? Anyways, I'm getting off track, and I used to be a pretty Xbox hater, but I actually have grown to appreciate it quite more, because I've kind of learned that without Xbox, Sony wouldn't be good. That's just the truth of it all. And when one rises, we all rise in the video game market at the moment. But it is concerning because like God of War took 5 years. Horizon's taking 5 years now. Ghost of Tsushima, I mean, they made Infamous First Light. I'm mixing my Infamous games. Second Son and First Light, and it took them quite a few years. I mean, Ghost of Tsushima 2019, 2020. It's 5-6 years. I mean, I know First Light, so I guess I'll give them a little bit of break there, but these giant first-party AAA studios, I mean, you gotta remember, 2014, 15, 16 was Ratchet and Clank. We had Bloodborne in 2015, but that really wasn't first-party. And then finally, in 2017, we had Horizon and the whole streak of games, Spider-Man, God of War, you know. It's just, I really hope they have a plan for this. Because it is going to be a little bit of a, if we're going to have another lull, where the first half of this generation is going to be a little boring. Because, I mean, like I said earlier, we don't have any games to really look forward to, first-party-wise, other than the ones that are going to be cross-gen. Like, what game's actually going to be for PS5? And it also kind of goes into the acquiring studios thing. Like, you're like, okay, we'll acquire more studios. Well, they only really acquire studios that they're familiar with. And honestly, there's no more. There's like no more second-party studios out there. The last two are really Bluepoint, Housemarque, and I know technically they haven't acquired Bluepoint, but come on, they literally remake every single Sony exclusive, and they accidentally released a Twitter page of them acquiring it. So I'm just gonna say, generally, Bluepoint's just probably are considered already almost first party. But there aren't that many second-party studios to acquire anymore. I really can't think of one that Sony is close to and could acquire after these two. And maybe that's a good thing, because maybe when you get too big, it kind of goes off the rails a little bit. It's tough to keep everyone on track. But I don't know. Maybe I'm being overdramatic, but the combination of that, plus I just feel like PlayStation's losing a little bit of its luster. Luster? I feel like that's not the word I was going for. Maybe it was. I don't know. I just remember like the PlayStation commercials and the like, oh, this is how you share a game, and we love indies, and just I didn't feel like I was part of a company or a corporation. I feel like I was part of a community. And I just feel like PlayStation's losing a little bit, but maybe I'm just insane. But I don't know. And a couple other news topics I just wanted to hit on. Not anything long, but Nintendo releasing a new OLED Switch. That's kind of disappointing, honestly. I'm a TV gamer guy. I mean, I do have a Switch Lite, as I say that, but I use it for when I go on trips. I don't use it much often besides that. So it's good for like Animal Crossing and Super Smash and other games. I don't actually play a lot of Mario anymore because I think I outplayed myself when I was a kid. But anyways, next topic I just want to touch real quick was Assassin's Creed going live service. What the hell? No, don't do this. I mean, not many people know, but I am an avid Assassin's Creed fan. I literally have two hidden blades, and I have like a whole like outfit for it. And I have so much Assassin's Creed merchandise. I loved that series. And I still do. I mean, I haven't played Valhalla yet, as I say that, but that's just because it's so overwhelming. I'm a platinum guy. I like trophies. Like, that's a lot of hours. Like, come on, man. I got other games to play. But yeah. So those are the last two topics. I don't want to hit on a low note. What's something I could say that's positive? I guess that I am very excited still for new trophies in older games. Maybe this is a good time. Maybe I should look at it like this. Maybe we all should look at it like this. You know, maybe this upcoming time that we've had, I know a lot of us have already been spending our 2020, 2021 doing this, but maybe we could focus on our backlogs. I know I've found a slew of games that I've enjoyed that are older games, like Just Cause, and Everybody's Gone to Rapture is actually interesting. The walk, I might do a video on that, I'm not sure, but the walking sim aspect, it was so slow. Oh my gosh, you're so slow in that walking sim. But yeah, but there's other games, like I went back and I played like Watch Dogs and Shadow Colossus and Dishonored, all like later on after the years gone by, and it's been a pretty good experience. I mean, I don't know, but hopefully that just says, hey, let's look at everything on a bright side. I'm sure PlayStation has something up its sleeve. We'll hope for an event soon. Show us what's going on in the future. That'd be awesome. I know I'm kind of rambling here. Last 5 minutes I've been pretty much rambling, but just kind of want to put those thoughts out there and see what people think. Maybe y'all hate it. Maybe I'm unorganized in this video. Tell me. I want all the feedback I can. I'm still trying to find an identity on this channel. I know I want to focus a lot on trophies. That's part of it because I love trophies so much. I'm addicted. I'm addicted. They got me. I obviously enjoy PlayStation. I hope they can continue making me excited for their games. Don't get me wrong, I'm still excited for God of War and Horizon Forbidden West. I'm just disappointed with the whole cross-gen thing. Maybe I'm insane for that. I don't know. But let me know. I want your feedback. Am I doing bad? Am I doing poorly? Do you even care about news? I care about news. But either way, thank you for listening if you made it this far. And have a fantastic day.